In Quebec, if it isn't politics leading the discussion, it might just be hockey. Today, many fans of the Montreal Canadiens are talking about last night's game, not what happened on the ice, but what was said off it by Hockey Night in Canada's Ron MacLean. Salima Shivji has that story.
After 40 on Hockey Night in Canada.
It was an intermission chat that took a wrong turn when host Ron MacLean suggested a francophone referee should not have worked last night's game.
They would like a do-over.
Are you saying the French referee thing?
Absolutely. Why would you tempt fate?
MacLean was referencing this. A goal in Game 3 against the Habs that a francophone ref from Quebec disallowed. MacLean's comments launched a firestorm on social media, with many blasting the broadcaster. One user tweeted, "Ron MacLean makes a bigoted statement. Get out of here, you idiots." Another wrote, "Ron MacLean has clearly spent too many years with Cherry. What a dummy." The perception of a francophone bias has existed for decades, going back to 1955 and the Richard riots. And in Montreal today, disappointment.
I was surprised that Ron MacLean would say something like that.
Referees are referees. I don't think the language issue should come into play.
MacLean was quick to apologize last night.
First of all, I want to say I'm sorry, because it's divisive any time you become about French and English in our country, and I certainly didn't intend to go down that path.
He said he was referring to local referees, regardless of the language they speak. But for some, the damage was already done.
It's a form of soft racism. Change francophones for blacks, and you would never have said that.
This is not the first time Ron MacLean has stirred up controversy. In 2012, MacLean had to clarify himself after comparing hockey players to 9/11 first responders. Today, CBC had this to say about the latest controversy. MacLean was simply making the point that assigning a local referee was a questionable call by the league, as it could have given the opposing team an opportunity to cry foul. Suffice it to say, Ron will not be reprimanded. Many people we spoke to today didn't like what Ron MacLean said, but many others are talking more about Canada's only NHL playoff team making it to the next round. Salima Shivji, CBC News, Montreal.